All right, y'all. So today is Sunday, which means tomorrow is Monday. Shocking, I know. And because it's so shocking, make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel just because of the shock value that we offer here. But I do want to get into this Bitcoin price action. I want to take a look at the S&P 500. I want to take a look at some of the altcoins because we find ourselves in a very precarious, in a very unique situation here when it comes to where Bitcoin is currently trading and what the future holds. In fact, I would say that so far, since we put this bottom here at about 18K, this chickens drink water, that we have had a very healthy move to the upside. And I can smell that this week is going to be pretty dang juicy. So first of all, what is happening right now? Well, Bitcoin, as I talked about in my last video, has come up to a key area of resistance, which is the Fibonacci golden pocket retracement. And what happened was on Thursday, we got a move up to the 618, right? And we had from the 618 a move to the downside. Now, in my video on Thursday, I was talking about how it was going to be very important that if this was going to be a legitimate move to the upside, that after we get the initial rejection from the 618, that we get a retest of the 20, well, like 19.5 to 20K. Here's what we were talking about on Thursday. And I am long still, holding a long, but if I'm looking to add to the position, right, because I've taken some significant profits from the trade, I would like to wait for a retest. And one of the areas where we could be looking for a retest is going to be at this key area of around 20K. I would say 20K to 19.7K, because this, and we could like draw a little box here, right? It doesn't have to be exact, but this is a key area where we can actually look for a retest if we are going to get a move down. Now again, the 1 hour is giving us bearish divergence, so we're looking for a retest at that box. And if we do draw a little box at around 20K to 19.7K, we can see that we came down right to the box and got a bounce. Now, this area of resistance right here, the 618, as you guys know, 618, actually, 6 Juanita, the girl that I did like in high school, who I tried to ask her out, her name was 6 Juanita. I was such a nerd that she always rejected me every time I tried to ask her out, okay? It's very, very rare that Jason Casper will ever go on a date with a girl. In fact, it's never happened, because every time I come up to 6 Juanita, she rejects me. All right, this was actually a trade setup that I did give live on the VIP stream that I did with Boyan on Wednesday, right? Because we came up here with our bearish confirmations at the 618. This is the 12-minute time frame. We can see we have a very, very plump left momentum wave here, a very skinny right momentum wave right here, and we also see the money flow coming down. We got that, what are they called? What do the kids call it these days when you, a bearish divergence? Right, upside down uneven butt cheeks at that level, okay? And after we got upside down uneven butt cheeks, we were saying we're looking for a retest right here, and then potentially making a higher high. Now, we have made a higher high. However, we have gotten what is called a chickens drinking water. Okay, chickens drinking water. What is that? It's where price makes a higher high again, but we have the momentum waves coming down, and instead of making a significant higher high and closing the candle, we get a failed higher high. All right, if we look at the 4 hour here, we can see that this 4 hour candle immediately came down. That is called a chickens drinking water rejection. Now, this was also a trade setup that I did give over in the VIP Discord on Friday, because once we got the rejection from that that 618, we're looking for the exact thing to happen, right? We want to see, for another potential short, a higher high, a fake out, because a lot of times what happens is the market will entice people to go long from the retest and then basically wreck them. So this is actually a very key area of resistance right now, because it's very, very possible that although we got ourselves a nice haircut, although we did get a nice new flannel shirt, unbutton the top button to let the chest hair peek out. Wait a second, we don't have chest hair. Okay, all right, So it's okay. We don't have chest hair. She's into hairier men. But it's very possible that even though we did our best, we're still in the friend zone and she won't go out with us. Now, if this is the case that we're going to reject from here, I think it's very possible that we will come down back to the low of the range, potentially even back down to, the $17,500 area. This is it's very crucial what happens here, because this is really going to determine, I think, Bitcoin's future for the next week. Now, something that we have to keep in mind here is on the 4-hour time frame, whenever we get bearish divergence on the 4-hour time frame, it typically gives us a very, very strong move to the downside. In fact, I cannot really see a time within the last few months that we've been trading within this entire sideways chunk. We've only had bearish divergence on the 4-hour time frame 4 times. All right, 3 out of the 4, it's led to a very significant move to the downside, right? And 2 of those 4 actually brought us back down to the low of the range. The time before that, I don't even remember the last time we had bearish divs on the 4-hour. It's been a very, very long time. And so this potentially could be a very, very bearish signal, okay? Now, I'm currently still in the trade. Okay, it was a higher leverage trade because you can trade chickens drink water with higher leverage. This is the first short from the golden pocket. This is the second short from the golden pocket. Shout out to everyone who took these trades, because we give these setups in the VIP Discord. We know what we're looking for, right? This right here is the 1-hour chart. We're looking for bearish divs as we come up a little bit higher. Also, we've been trading a lot of cool coins in the VIP Discord lately. We took a Ripple trade. We took a Cardano trade on Thursday. We did a 3-hour live stream going over a whole bunch of different altcoins. And these were some of the setups that we gave here for Ripple. Came right up to this level. You can see right here. Whoop, caught it right by the wick. And also Cardano came right up into our box of resistance for a good move to the downside. If you want to join the Discord, guys, you can go to patreon.com/Jason Casper. It's a great community of traders. We have some of the best traders in the world here sharing the juiciest technical analysis. Shout out to Boyan. Shout out to K-Pax. Shout out to White Phoenix. These guys are all unique traders with their own style of trading, and they are blessing the community with their analysis and their setups and all this stuff. It's awesome. Anyway, guys, enough about that. Let's get back to the price action here. So, right, 4-hour bearish divergence. Very possible that we could get a move to the downside. So here's what has to happen in order for us not to get a move to the downside. Now, I understand that, well, first of all, I've been very bullish on Bitcoin on this channel, and if you follow, right? I've been bullish. People have honestly been giving me a whole bunch of crap. But as we have been in this whole range here, I've been saying, look, I think that we are going to get a big move to the upside. The reason being is because as we consolidate in this range, we are seeing the bullish divergences form on the daily time frame. Okay. In addition, if we go to an order flow chart like coinalyze.net and we take a look at some of these higher term time frames here, let's take a look, for example, at the 12-hour. We can see that as we are trading in this range down here, we are getting some very bullish CVD divergences on these high term time frames, right? Very, very bullish CVD divergences. Price is getting higher. The CVD is getting lower. And the open interest is increasing throughout this entire range, which to me means we're going to get a breakout. And we have indeed gotten a breakout. And let's talk about what has to happen in order for this breakout to continue, because in my mind it's very, very simple. If we want to see a move back up to the $25,000 region, which is my target for the long trades that I am in from the bottom there, if I want to come up here, we cannot now start to reverse market structure on this range, right? What I mean by that is this. We have put in our first high. Now we have put in a higher high. We cannot now put in a lower low. if we start to lose this low, if we lose 19.9, let's say, right, we put in a lower low, then there's a much greater chance that we're actually going to reverse market structure. And once we come back inside of this old range here, if we come back inside of this level, okay, this 20K value area high, and we actually start to confirm candles below here, then it's very probable that we make our way back down to the low. That's how these value areas work. When price comes outside and then we get confirmation back inside, it's very probable we come back down to the low, right? When we come back inside the low, it's very probable that we make our way back up to the high. So for confirmation of this indeed being a breakout, we cannot reverse market structure here. There is a chance, and a strong chance in my opinion, that the bullish scenario will continue to play out. Even if we take a look at the 1 hour time frame here, we can see money flow starting to get thicker again, and price has held so far pretty nicely over the weekend. Now that's another thing. It is the weekend, which means volume is lower, which means price action is more unpredictable. And so I think starting tomorrow, which is Monday, we will understand what the market wants to do. What the market wants to do. We are either going to, this coming week, we're either going to get another large move to the upside, or we're going to put in a lower low and then potentially back test and come back down. These are my two major scenarios right now. So if we do get a move to the upside, what areas are we looking at for targets? Well, there's two major areas that I am looking at, because although we have been trading in this range right here, we've also been trading within this larger range right here. And so it makes sense that if we are going to come down to the low of the large range, that we would eventually make our way back to the high of the large range. So my final target is 25,000. And if we get to 25,000, I actually think that we are going higher to 28 to 30K. However, if we do not make it all the way up there, my first target, okay, that's my final target, but my first target is going to be this, the value area high of this much larger range, which is going to be $21,800. All right, my two targets are number one, 21,800, and then number two, 25,000. Yes, there's some intermediate targets along the way. Okay, 23K is obviously important because we have this last high, but you know, because there's very, very little resistance along the way up, I think we could get a very, very fast move to the upside. But it's very important that we remain unbiased here and be prepared for both the upside and the downside, because some people get married to a specific sentiment and then they, you know, it doesn't turn out very well when it goes against them, right? A lot of people think Bitcoin is only going to go up. If you talk about a bearish scenario, they get more triggered than this person would get if you try to tell them that men are not able to menstruate, right? Oh my goodness, Jason, I can't believe you would say that. Well, guys, you don't come here for political correctness, all right? Come here for technical analysis, all right? But just to make things a little bit more politically correct, I will go ahead and make my bullish candles the same color as my bearish candles, because honestly, guys, if you're in a losing trade, you can just decide to identify the bearish candles as bullish candles, and it actually will change your P&L. Another trick I've learned, guys, is if you make profit trading, okay, and you go to do your taxes, your wins can identify as losses. You can actually write off your wins. It's a pretty cool thing. I love living in 2020. All right, nobody's more woke than your boy Jason Casper over here. So, as we are saying, if we can hold this 20K level, very important, then I think 21.8, 25K. If we change market structure, then I think we're coming back down to 18K, probably lower. Okay, probably lower. Now, we need to talk about the stock market as well, because SPX has been getting a very bullish move after coming down to key support. All right, the 0.5 Fibonacci from the Roni Baloney. Okay, the Roni Baloney. That's right. Baloney. Okay, to the all-time high. And, you know, this move is looking very, very bullish. We have the juiciest uneven butt cheeks on the weekly time frame, right? I mean, it's looking very, very bullish. We can actually draw a trend line here. Wow, look at that. And so here's the thing. Right now, SPX is also at a critical area, which is we have this high right here at about 39.07, as well as, you know, a little bit. So here's the thing. Right now, if we take our local golden pocket from the last high to the low, you can see that we are currently right now inside the golden pocket. If we come above the golden pocket, we have a very interesting area of resistance, the retest of the value area low of this very, very large range that we were basically trading from November of 2020. So we could say where Bitcoin really started its move to the upside to our present day around 4,000. Now, the last time SPX got a very bullish move here, Bitcoin also got a very bullish move to that $25,000 area. Okay, now we're also in the middle of a very bullish move. Now, just looking at this divergence here, I personally think that we will be able to come up at least to this $4,000 area. And if we can make it back inside of here, potentially we could even make a higher high coming up to the 43.22 area. If the SPX continues to trade bullishly during the coming week, we need to take that into consideration because Bitcoin typically tends to do what SPX does. In addition, we have to keep what is going on with the dollar in mind. Now, DXY, we can see here, is very, very bullish, but locally we are starting to form a downtrend. In fact, this is the weekly time frame. DXY has officially made a lower low on the weekly time frame. This is crazy because I don't remember the last time that this happened. I mean, we got a CDW right here. We did not. I mean, here's the thing. So, sorry for babbling, guys. Sorry for babbling. Keep your eyes on the dollar, because if we continue in this bearish market structure, and if the dollar is not able to reclaim some of these very important areas, I would say for the dollar right now, key resistance locally is going to be 111 to 112, because we have this daily order block. We have the golden pocket Fibonacci retracement. On the daily, we see money flow coming down. Okay, things are starting to look kind of bearish for the dollar. If we continue to do this, I think it's very possible that we will see the crypto markets in general come up to much, much higher prices. Right now, I have to say, based on the dollar, based on the S&P 500 and NASDAQ, that things are looking more bullish for Bitcoin than they are bearish. And so just because of those things alone, I am actually leaning more toward coming up to these targets here. However, if the week opens and we see that the dollar is actually starting to get a very large move back up, reclaiming this golden pocket here, maybe coming up even higher, then, you know, we need to change our sentiments. So this is where we're at right now for Bitcoin, guys. If you want to learn how to trade this way, you could check out the course at jasoncaspertrading.com. There is still a 35% discount on both of the trading courses. Make sure to take advantage of that if you are interested. Also, guys, the VIP Discord, if you want to join, you can go to patreon.com/JasonCasper. We do have coming up this coming week games in the Discord, guys, so we will be giving away $500 prizes this coming Friday. It's going to be a good time. We're going to be playing some trivia games, some other kind of games. Make sure not to miss that if you are in the Discord. With that being said, guys, that's it for this video. God bless everybody. In the name of Jesus the Messiah, Yeshua the Messiah, I do pray everybody watching and listening is very blessed in multiple ways. And I will see everybody in the next video. Peace!